Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how the US government is going beyond their borders and they are going after an individual who did something, and that caused the price of Bitcoin, as you can see in my overall portfolio value, Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies actually to fall quite substantially very quickly. That headline spread like wildfire, and it also caught on with the overall crypto price. We'll then talk about how Shiba Inu is getting delisted, surprisingly, and then we are going to talk about some news from DCG. So let's talk about that, but before we get into it, we will check out the overall portfolio update. As you can see, today is a red day, and that just has to do with the news that we're going to talk about here very briefly. And if we zoom out to the past 7 days, the crypto rally still has been the thing that has happened over the past couple of days. So still in the green for the past week. And BTC, I have not changed my overall ideal there. I'm still dollar cost averaging every single day, trying to get that one whole coin. Ethereum still going strong with 3 Ether, and then Theta, Cardano, T-Fuel, Theta Fuel, and Theta Drop are in the portfolio as well. As I said in my last video, I did unstake my Theta Fuel, and if you are interested in what I am going to do with that, I will let you know in the next coming days and weeks. It has been a very busy couple of days, so I will let you know as soon as I can. Patreon members, I will let you know first. So if you are very interested and you want to know ASAP, sign up for the Patreon, and I'll discuss that more at the end of the video. But as of right now, the overall portfolio value is hanging out right around 15,000. Let's dig into the first bit of news, and that is the US to announce international cryptocurrency action. And this came out, and like wildfire, the portfolio, Bitcoin, every single cryptocurrency just dropped substantially. And it's because the DOJ said they are going to enforce something outside of the US borders, and Bitcoin tumbled below 21,000, reversing days long trend. And it, like I said, because of the DOJ, they came out with that news, and you can see from this chart over here, there is a humongous red candle that followed. And if we go to this article, we can see exactly what's happening. So the DOJ charged Russian founder of cryptocurrency firm, and they did it because he evaded U.S. regulations and became a haven for proceeds of criminal activity and has been arrested. And it is a China-based cryptocurrency exchange, Bizlotto. I'm not familiar with it, but that is the exchange that they went after, which this individual was a majority owner, did not implement anti-money laundering safeguards and required minimal identifications for its users, even permitting them to supply information belonging to strawman registrants, quote unquote, and people serving as covers for the users. So that is why the overall crypto market kind of took a little dump there, because the US is getting serious about know your customer, and they don't want to stand for money laundering. And this was one of the first big attacks that they went after an individual, and I bet more are to come very soon. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The next thing has to do with DCG, and more specifically Genesis. There's more news that came out about Genesis, and they are planning to file for bankruptcy. It is official. And if you're unfamiliar, Genesis is a subsidiary of DCG, or Digital Currency Group. They've been in the news a lot, and that is just because of a liquidity crunch. They're unable to raise cash. We'll talk about why here in a second, but it is stemming from the SEC. They charged Genesis and Gemini with offering unregistered securities, and that is, I think, the straw that broke the camel's back for Genesis. And right now, Genesis owned about $900 million of Gemini's funds, and this all stemmed way back from Three Arrows Capital in early 2022. It feels like forever ago, but the shareholders from Three Arrows Capital owned about almost $500 million, or 4,550 Bitcoin that was locked up. So they kind of lost that. And then Genesis also had a lot of money, about $175 million in FTX prior to the bankruptcy. So just blow after blow. And Genesis could not keep up with all that money that they lost with all these other corporations. And because of that, they are ultimately deciding to file for bankruptcy. That is happening very soon. Last story has to do with SHIB. SHIB, as we've seen, has just blasted off to the moon for some reason. And strangely enough, Binance is also taking this time to delist Shiba Inu. And why is that? If we scroll down a little bit, we can see that it's not going to delist all of SHIB because SHIB is actually in the top 20 cryptos. It would be very strange for them to delist without a good reason. And after further investigation, it looks like Binance is only going to delist a few trading pairs, and one of them has to do with the SHIB token. So that is a little bit of news that I wanted to spread and then put out that fire. But like I said before, beginning in the video, the overall crypto market has been going crazy, wild ride, going up and going down. If you're interested in what I am purchasing, I do have a Patreon link in the description below. I will give you my most up-to-date news as soon as possible. And if not, I do have a YouTube channel. A like and subscribe would mean a lot, and I will see you guys on the next one.